Hello, everyone. We are live, and I don't know why I'm here, but Spirit does. So we're good. We're gonna figure it out. I literally got done work. Me and my son went to the gym, ate some food, and Spirit was like, "Live time," and I'm like, "No, Spirit, chill time." And Spirit's like, "No, bitch." Reading time. So I was like, all right, let me change my Band-Aid. Because it looked all crazy from work. If you catch little bits of steel dust in my nails, listen, I'm sorry for the lack of ASMR. I have watched them twice. Sometimes I get all the steel out. Sometimes I don't. I work with airplanes and helicopters. Okay. That's also why my fingers get randomly cut all the fucking time, because I'm fabrication. I work with the sharp part so that they're not sharp by the time I'm done. And occasionally they get me. So if y'all are new to the channel, welcome. If y'all are returning, welcome back. So here we go. I am going to pull traditional rider weight. And I know I'm rolling my Astro dice. I don't know. South Node. All right. South Node's in Scorpio right now. I'm going to have to do it your own South Node placement. Ooh, we also got 12th house. That's Pisces. We getting into some secrets, yo. We gonna get into some secrets. They're not gonna be secrets anymore. And we've got Sag. All right, so Sagittarius, here we go. I'm about to be Sag as hell, right? Sag as hell, fucking blurting this shit out. So we've got South Node, 12th house, and Sag. So this could be, like I said, Scorpio, because the current South Node is in Scorpio. It could be your own South Node placement. We could also be dealing with Pisces, okay, in addition to Sag, because Pisces rules the 12th house. So, yeah. 12th house is the house of illusion, delusion, and self-undoing. It is the house of hidden fears. For those of you who do not understand what the 12th house is, it is hidden. It is the part of us that is hidden. Okay. It is also what you intuitively pick up on the most in other people, because it's a facet of yourself that is buried, right? Because you're afraid to acknowledge it. And so it comes up in the mirror, right? In the two-way mirror from other people, that facet of ourself that we do not like. It's probably has to do with your 12th house. Okay. Whether you have placements in there or not, it's whatever your 12th house ruler is. Some people will have multiple 12th house rulers, and that depends on where you were born. Okay. That depends on where you were born. The latitudes and shit like that changes things, right? Latitudes and longitude changes things. So, like, I don't have a doubled up 12th house, but as an example, I have Scorpio intercepted in my 5th house. So the house starts with Libra and ends with Sag, and Scorpio is smushed in between. Same thing goes for my 11th house. It starts with Aries, Taurus is smushed in there, and then Gemini rules my 12th. So same thing can happen with a 12th house, right? Depending on where you were born. You could have a sign start that house, have another sign squished in there. Happy Wednesday story. And then have your rising sign, right? So you could have potentially 2 different rulers of the house with influences from up to as many as a 3rd one. All right, so take this reading as it resonates. We could be dealing with Scorpio, Pisces, or Sag, or your natal South Node placement with what the fuck is going on in the cosmos. If we're talking Piscean energy, Saturn just went retrograde, right? Saturn's retrograde, and we've got Neptune in there, which was doing some hard squares to the sun the last couple days. We're still going to be feeling the effects of that. And to be fair, because the sun was in Gemini. I just clicked into Cancer today. Happy solstice, by the way. My fucking saggy self. Happy summer solstice. This is how we open in the season, bitch. So, yeah, there's hard squares coming from Neptune to the sun. And so we're dealing with a lot of fantasized pride about the reality, and probably wanting, especially on social media, wanting people to see how quote unquote good you're doing, showing pictures and whatever to try and potentially get a rise out of someone. Okay. So just be aware if someone is flaunting more than normal, chances are they're trying to put it in someone's face. Okay, they're trying to put it in someone's face. And because of the incongruent or quincunx energy coming from Pluto to the sun, it's a real strong incongruent right now. It probably has a lot to do with the fact that you did something you probably shouldn't have done. And you know you shouldn't have done it. And so you're trying to cover it up by overcompensating in another area. Okay, and it might be a pattern. It might be a pattern because Pluto is long-term patterns. Okay, so whatever is going on at the time you catch this, in divine time, right? Whatever you catch this, just know you're going to be shot back in time to June 21st of 2023 and what the fuck you were choosing to do around this time, because what you're choosing to do now, you're either completely undoing old patterns and realizing and accepting how you have fucking tricked yourself and are choosing different, right? High aligned choices. You're not the old self anymore, right? Your new self. Or you're going to realize that you slipped into an old pattern of behavior. And at the time you see this, it's going to become very apparent. Okay. So, old habits die hard, don't they? Old habits die hard. So South Node, 12th house energy, Sagittarian energy, also potentially Scorpio and Pisces. So there's nothing major in the cosmos right now going on in Sag. So that would ultimately be only your own energy and your own natal chart. Same thing goes with Scorpio. It's just the South Node in there. There's nothing else in Scorpio. So if it's Scorpio for you, it could be your own scorpionic placements, especially if you're a Scorpio Libra cusp, because the South Node is getting hella fucking close to flipping into Libra. So Libra, bless your hearts. South Node is as sugar-coated as I am. And if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know sugarcoating is not my thing. So let's see, Spirit. Let's get into the message. What do we need to know at this wonderful time? What do we need to know at this wonderful time? All right. If someone has a drinking problem, they better rain check that. Dealing with Virgo energy, Libran energy, Scorpionic energy. Yeah, you need to rain check that. Because if you don't get your drinking under control, there's a judgment call being made, and it results like this. This is regret, okay? And what is essentially failure or not reaping what it is that you were trying to sow, ending up alone, and it's justice. All right. Really, Spirit, I was all kind of hella excited to start reading. That's the way to fucking damper down a Sag. And the 5 of coins is on the bottom. Hey, Rita, how you doing? 5 of coins is on the bottom. Don't be surprised if you end up drinking too much, if you get thrown out. If you're living with somebody who don't like you fucking drinking, it could be a Gemini. or someone with strong Gemini energy, all right, they might not fucking like or appreciate the fact that you are hella drunk, having the good old time of your life while they're dealing with the rest of life that you're escaping. Okay, so if you're getting that kind of hammered, and you're not being responsible to the point that someone gets pissed off and wants to throw you out or tells you they're fucking done or whatever, like, you're a grown-ass adult. Okay, you're watching this channel, use a grown-ass adult. Okay, grown-ass adult. Get your fucking drunk ass under control. Okay, get your drunk ass under control. I know you didn't bring me here for that, Spirit. That had to have been just a quick message for somebody who fucking needed it. It's not attractive. Like, people are like, oh, let's get so wasted, let's get so drunk, or I don't fucking care, let's see how blasted I could get. Like, yo, not attractive. Not attractive. Nobody wants to be lifting a grown-ass adult up off the fucking floor. No one. No one wants to be cleaning up after your shit. No one wants to be dealing with your shit. Especially people who got kids around. Like, you're supposed to be a fucking responsible adult. If there's kids around, like, especially if those kids are your kids and they're your responsibility, like, don't be getting so fucking hammered that your spouse or your partner or your roommates are fucking pissed because they're dealing with the responsibilities of life while you're being fucking oblivious and obliterating yourself. Quick Saji rant. What else do we need to know, Spirit? What other message do you want us to come true? Come true. Come through. All right, Spirit. We're going to see. We got Queen of Swords and the Three of Cups out. More info, please. Lovers card again. And the Wheel of Fortune. Yo. Continuing from the first message. If somebody's cutting you off, they're either getting the house and keeping the house, or they already have some place to go. Because we got the Queen of Swords. She's the cut-a-bitch. Okay. The Queen of Swords will cut a bitch. Air sign, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Can be fucking celebrating that they are linking up with somebody else and changing fate. Okay, there might already be a third person involved. They could be dealing with another Gemini, or they have really strong Gemini placements, really strong air. Jupiter could be playing a role in their chart. Yeah, we got the 10 of coins on bottom. Magician, Gemini energy again. Yo, if you're dealing with a fucking Gemini, they are not going to be sad about losing you. Okay? They are not going to be sad. No, and they're the fucking Empress. Yo, and if they do got your kids or they're pregnant, they're going to be calling in all kinds of fucking child support. Yo, be careful. Don't be fucking with Geminis, yo. Don't be fucking with a Gemini, yo. They don't fucking care. They don't fucking care. When a Gemini snaps, listen, and I will say this about all mutable signs. Hi, Lala. How you doing? I will say this about all mutable signs. Mutable signs will give hella chances, but the minute they fucking flip a switch, the minute you flip them from on to off, they are off. The minute you flip them from caring to not caring, yeah, the minute you flip them from caring to not caring, they really don't fucking care. Like, they don't give a fuck if you get hit by a bus. They don't give a fuck if you go out and fuck a bunch of fucking men or women. They don't care what you do. They stopped caring. They think you are a fucking joke loser. They're done. They're done. They don't fucking care. They don't care. If you have ever dealt with a mutable sign and pissed one off, and you're not a mutable sign, so you don't understand. You don't understand. Cardinal signs are like, chase after me, chase after me. Everybody just wants to chase after me. Mutable signs will be like, fuck you, I'm done chasing. Fuck you, I'm done chasing. And the cardinal sign's like, wait, why? Why? Why did you stop chasing me? Because I don't give a fuck, bitch. Because I don't give a fuck. Fixed signs, they are super attached and will not let go. They will not let go. They will hold on for dear life. And a mutable sign is just done when they're done. And fixed sign's like, how could you just be done like that? How could you just move on? Because I'm fucking mutable. That's why. Because I'm changeable. That's what mutable means. It means I'm changeable as fuck. Okay? Changeable as fuck. Even myself with a Venus Scorpio who will love you until the day you fucking die can reach a point where the switch gets flipped. And it's like, I'm sorry I made that promise to you. I didn't fucking mean it. Apparently, you were a big enough fucking douchebag that switch got flipped. I'm sorry. My Sag Stellium just overrode your bullshit. Like, I don't love you no more. I don't love you no more. Nope, the switch gets flipped and it's over. Yup, done, son. Yup. Well, you fucking know. You fucking know. Once you're done, you're done. That switch flips and somebody pissed off a fucking Gemini and the Gemini is done. Not a fucking care in the world. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, you piss off a fucking Taurus. Trust me, I know. Taurus is the fucking bull. That's how I get with my friends. I got North Node in Taurus in the 11th, right? And people can fuck with me all they want. They can call me all kinds of shit all they want. It doesn't fucking faze me. You're not going to get a rise out of me. But if you start mouthing at my friends, and my friends know, you start mouthing at my friends, and the fucking bull comes out of me like, who the fuck you talking to like that? I know you ain't talking to my friends like that. I know you're not talking to my friends like that. I know you're not talking to my friends like that. Yo, you just fucked up. You just fucked up. Oh, man. Yo, I keep cutting the deck to this 9 of Swords. Who's upset? Am I triggering somebody? If you're cross-watching for mutable signs, I'm so sorry they stopped giving a fuck. I'm so sorry. I'm cutting the deck and shuffling. I'm so sorry. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry because chances are if they cut you off, if a mutable sign cut you off, they were either never fucking in it, to be fair. Okay? They were either never truly in it. Or you done fucked up disrespecting them so bad. Maybe you didn't even realize it, all right? Maybe you didn't even realize how fucking offensive you were. But if they cut you off and you flip their switch, karma's a bitch. I'm so sorry, not sorry. I'm so sorry, not sorry. I'm still cutting the deck and shuffling. What is this? What is this, Spirit? You know what? Fuck it. Let's take that card out. Let's take that card out. Oh my God. We got this underneath, right? The fucking battle. And we've got double Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces cards right here. Damn. Spirit, get the tea. Let's get the tea. Insight, please. Insight, please. Somebody's walking away because they're standing up for themselves. Listen, whoever this message is for, go live your best life. Go live your best life. I was thinking about that while I was in the gym today. Like, yo, I got a clean slate. I don't give a fuck about none of my exes. None of them. Like, I'm so fucking pumped for whatever new is coming out there. And I'm in the gym fucking working out, right? I'm fucking doing it. And I'm thinking to myself, like, whoever's coming my way, they're going to be their best fucking self. I'm going to give them my best self, right? I'm going to give them my fucking best self. Like, and I'm working the shit out of these fucking machines. Like, let's burn this shit, babe. Let's burn it. Fucking. Yup. 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 Good for you, Christina. Fuck yeah. Yup. Hell yeah. Yeah, hell yeah. Like, sunshine, new beginnings. See, I tuned into my own fucking energy and I'm like, new beginnings, it's fucking great. I'm shuffling the cards and I got the sun and the fucking Ace of Pentacles. So listen, I know this shit is myself right here if you're on my wavelength. I know if you're on my wavelength, you can drop a like, let me know if it's on your wavelength. Fucking sunshine, Ace of Pentacles. That's my shit right there. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, y'all are about to watch me go through a major fucking glow up. Y'all don't even fucking know. Y'all don't even fucking know. Yep, transformation. I'm cutting the fucking deck. Spirit, I can't. Yeah, fucking fire. All right, back to this upset person. I'm sorry. If you're the upset person, I apologize. I apologize because I know that the energy I'm in probably annoys the fuck out of you because it is not the energy you're in. Yeah, because you're holding on to something. You're holding on to something. We might be talking about Cancerian energy. All right, we could also be talking crazy Mars energy. All right, this could be Mars in Leo right now. It could be Mars in your chart, especially if you have it in Aries or Scorpio or in 1st or 8th house. We got Jupiter and Gemini here. And we've got water energy again, right? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, holding on to something for way too long. And that's the thing about the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups pedalizes people. She puts people on pedestals. So whether you're a man or a woman or identify as something different, you put someone on a pedestal and fucked up because you were not on the fucking pedestal with them. And you wanted to believe you were. You were hoping that you were. But you didn't know for 100% positive certain that you were. And that's where you fucked up. That's where you fucked up. You put someone on a pedestal. You made investments. You made investments in someone. And it's fallen apart and you're probably holding on to it for dear life. What's the fucking Tower, Spirit? Yeah, it's a failure. It doesn't matter how much life you try and breathe into this thing. It doesn't matter. It's not working. And you always intuitively knew it. And Spirit's trying to get you to see from a different perspective, which means you probably had your mind so set on your behavior. Well, if I just act a certain way, if I just do it a certain way, if I'm the best person ever, if I invest all this shit, whether it's my time, my money, my energy, my body, my life, whatever it is, you thought if you just kept investing and kept investing and kept investing. I just had this conversation with my son. I was like, listen, if you showed you're fucking interested, it's obvious you're fucking interested, and the bitch ain't fucking responding, reciprocating, whatever, stop right there. Just stop right where the fuck you are. Do not double down or triple down or quadruple down, okay? You want to talk about mistakes made, my divine counterpart, going back in time, right? We're going to fly back in time real quick. In hindsight, I chased 100%. Never once did he actually initiate or reciprocate. In almost 5 years that we were together, I initiated everything. Everything. If someone's interested, okay? If someone is interested and is in it for the long run, it's not one way. Love is not a one-way street. That is a one-way lesson, okay? Take it from someone who has humbly accepted the fucking lessons. Who I was then and who I am now are two different things. My Venus Scorpio loved to put people on pedestals, okay? Loved it. I did it with him. Got betrayed as fuck. Got betrayed as fuck. Sure did. Sure did. Okay? Let it go. Cut your fucking losses. Accept that it's not your fault. They're not your person. Whatever the situation is, stop giving to it. I know it's upsetting. Breathe. I know it's upsetting. Especially when you feel like you love someone more than the whole fucking world. Okay? But it is what it is. Sometimes we have crazy alignments, astrological alignments, that when we click in, it is extremely difficult to fucking detach. It is extremely difficult to leave. Chiron, Jupiter, when we have people blow up our Chiron with Jupiter or the sun or the moon, and they got some powerful energy on our fucking Chiron, we will overflow pour, put them on a pedestal. Overflow pour, putting them on a pedestal. If something's lighting up our fucking Lilith, we're going to abandon ourselves completely. We will abandon ourselves completely. So much so, I realize this so much so. There is someone who has absolutely loved me to death and has told me that they would absolutely come to the States and be with me multiple times over the course of the last 3 years. I said, baby, you don't understand. You have a Lilith in Sag. You will abandon your whole life and everything that you have built for me. And I can't live with that. Because there's nothing for her here. Nothing. Nothing. Her whole life is where she is. Trust me when I tell you. I understand why certain people are drawn to me in that way. And if it has to do with misaligned placements or malignant placements, right? Chiron, Lilith placements. It's one thing if someone's Jupiter is on my Venus or my Jupiter is on their Venus, or we got some North Node connection shit, or we got some Sun Moon shit, we on our rising shit. Great. That's a healthy dynamic. Wonderful. I'm down for that. But if we're blowing up each other's Chirons and our Liliths, respectfully, I know that you would put me on a pedestal, but you don't. No one deserves to get hurt like that. No one. Especially people I care about, that I talk to, that are in my life. You know what I mean? So if you don't know their chart and you don't know your own chart and you're like new to all this shit, that's fine. Just know there's a high probability that there is something going on in your chart and theirs that's toxic, and it's non-reciprocal. It's toxic and it's non-reciprocal. If you are giving the best of yourself to somebody and they don't have the fucking time of day or decency to give you the same in return, because they fucking appreciate that you are like that and they're not putting you on a pedestal too, honey, let them go. Let them go. Show yourself some mercy. You do not have to suffer. You do not have to suffer. I don't care what synchronicities you've gotten. I don't care if they've shown up in your fucking dreams. I don't care if you got crazy fucking messages. Listen, my divine counterpart, I asked Archangel Michael for a sign I could not miss. We're flashing back to 2018. I asked Archangel Michael, I called him in because I thought I was going fucking crazy. I fucking love this man, right? I fucking love this man and could not explain it, right? Could not explain it. Like, the man shook my hand and lightning shot through my fucking body. And I was like, who the fuck are you? Like, the whole world stopped the minute that I fucking saw him for the first time, okay? And shit went fucking sideways. It was beautiful for like 2 weeks, and then it completely went fucking sideways. And I hadn't talked to him in a few months. And so I called in Archangel Michael. I said, Archangel Michael, I said, if he's my person, if he's the one I'm meant to be with, I'm asking for a sign I cannot miss. I'm calling for a 4-leaf clover, because at that point in my life, I had never actually found one. I had never seen one. And I said, not online, not in a meme, not on, whatever, picture, feed, whatever. I want a real 4-leaf clover. And I released it. I gave it up to the universe, right? I went about my business. I started cleaning my apartment, and I was taking the trash out, and I saw a piece of plastic in the grass, and the grass was just fresh cut that morning. So I was like, that's odd, because it was the only piece of trash in the grass. It was a laminated real 4-leaf clover. And I dropped the fucking trash bag, and I dropped to my fucking knees on the sidewalk, and I just started fucking crying. Okay. because I never in my life had seen one. I asked for one, a sign I couldn't fucking miss. And not only was it a 4-leaf fucking clover, it was fucking laminated. I could keep it and kept it for fucking years. Up until late last year, I think in November. I finally called my angels back in and said, you know what, Spirit, I'm ready to let it go. And I burned it. I wrapped it in a letter of gratitude and I burned it and gave it to the universe. Thank you for the lesson. And I let it go. So I know that it sounds crazy to let someone go. And to this day, I wish him and whoever he's with in this life, whether it's who he's with now, someone different, I don't fucking care. Whoever he's with, I'm super grateful for the lesson. My son wouldn't be in my life right now the way he is if he didn't help me make it possible. I have nothing but gratitude for him, but there is no fucking way. No fucking way I would put myself through that shit again. The way I felt, being off the pedestal and him being on the pedestal, the way that feels like shit, tell me that this don't feel like shit right now. If you're watching this fucking message and you got a divine counterpart you ain't fucking let go of yet, and they are still wrapped around your heartstrings, they are wrapped around your headstrings, and you can't fucking believe that they're not with you with the way you fucking feel, I'm telling you, this feels like shit. The sooner you let that switch flip into I don't give a fuck anymore. I wish them nothing but the best. I have no animosity, hate, regret for anything that I went through with them. None. But I got to move forward now. Life is still happening all around me. And the more I'm crying over it, I'm not fucking living it. I'm not meeting new people. I'm not doing new things. I'm not doing well by myself. Right? Grace wasn't going to the fucking gym. Grace wasn't eating better. Grace wasn't in her fucking work mode like a motherfucking beast, okay? I was missing out on life, crying over this fucking douchebag. God bless him. He's a fucking douchebag, okay? He is my life's greatest douchebag lesson. He might be perfect for somebody else, perfect for their chart and their placements, but for me, his Jupiter lit up both my Chiron and my Lilith in my 12th fucking house, and I didn't want to admit it. Please, if you're on some fucking bullshit twin flame journey, free your fucking self. You think someone is your forever fucking person, and they're this and they're that, and you are rose-colored glasses out the fucking ass, and you ain't seeing all their fucking abuse, all their flaws, and their fucking abuse, their financial abuse, their emotional abuse, their verbal abuse. Silent treatment is fucking verbal abuse. It is psychological abuse. Physical abuse. They're out there fucking other people and trying to fuck you too. Y'all know my ex gave me, my twin, I found out he was fucking cheating on me because he gave me HPV. I'm not uncomfortable talking about that. I've healed it since then. I've gone back and I've been checked and I've healed it since then. God knows I know my fucking energy work and I know how to run my fucking chart. I know as soon as I fucking let him go, I was going to heal. And I did. There's all kinds of abuse you take being in a twin flame dynamic, holding someone on a fucking pedestal. Queen, you are worth more than that. You love enough to put someone on a pedestal. That's how you love. You deserve to be on a fucking pedestal. In the divine mirror of things, that spirit letting you know, honey, you deserve to be on a pedestal. Put yourself on one. Put yourself on one. Stop playing with these fucking dumbasses. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck that. True fucking facts. Yeah, married men, married women. I'm telling you right now. And it's something my mother taught me. My crazy bitch of a mom. Okay. And she wasn't fucking wrong, because anytime I have ever seen anybody in it, unless they are leaving their spouse for other reasons, or their spouse is leaving them for other reasons, including them being fucking shady as hell, and their spouse ain't putting up with them no more. Unless their spouse chooses to leave them, married men and women do not leave their spouses. They will not leave their spouses for you. They're playing with you and getting whatever they want from you as long as they fucking can. And it's unfortunate because you're genuine. And to be fair, they might want to be genuine. They might have moments where they seriously give all of themselves to it and you can feel it. And that's the biggest fucking hook and rip. There were times when I knew, because in hindsight, it was always, my flame was always after one person, and it wasn't me. It's his quote unquote flame. He was after her the whole time. He was after her the whole time. He was using me to pass the time. Everything he was doing was for her. Everything. The whole time. Given he's still a douchebag piece of shit, cheating, lying motherfucker, with or without me, with her or without her. He's still the same person. He's a sociopath, and he fixated on her. And that was it. The whole time. 2.5 years I was living with him. It was all about her. And there were moments where he genuinely wanted to love me. I know he did. He wanted to love me, and he was super grateful for what I was doing for him in his life. But at the same time, he fucking knew he wasn't in it. His heart was not in it. It was with her the whole time. The whole time. He was out there, half lit, drunk, fucking pulling me outside to dance in the rain. He was pulling me outside. Come on, come with me. Where the fuck are we going? Just do it. And he grabbed me so close to me. He kissed my forehead. He was like, I love you so much. I'm so grateful for you. And we were just dancing in the fucking rain. There were beautiful moments. There were beautiful moments. But if I hold on to the breadcrumbs, the moments that are like crumbs compared to the whole fucking loaf, if I hold on to them fucking crumbs, when I'm worth the whole fucking loaf, then I am selling myself short being hung up on a fucking asshole who would give me fucking crumbs. And you're doing the same thing. No matter who it is you put on a pedestal. Unless you're on it too. Unless you're on it too, and they are treating you with the same high regard that you're treating them. The same love, loyalty, truth, honesty, compassion, consideration. Unless they're putting in the same. Don't you fucking dare betray yourself like that. Don't you fucking dare betray yourself like that. There are, reality check, there are sociopaths and psychopaths and narcissists and pieces of shit in the world. They're real. They're real. You might not be one. I might not be one. Other people watching this channel probably aren't one. But they are fucking real. People with BPD are real. Narcissists are real. Sociopaths are real. We run into them. We fall in love with them. We give everything to them. And it doesn't change who they are. It doesn't change who they are. They have to want to be different because who they are causes them a great deal of upheaval. It's not even a great deal of pain because most of those sociopaths, psychopaths, they don't feel any type of way about it. They don't give a fuck. But they don't appreciate the upheaval. They don't appreciate investing their money in something and having it blown away. They don't appreciate the upheaval. Maybe they'll start to shift or change or whatever because they're tired of upheaval and they're ready for stability. And they've learned after so many fucking failures, because to be completely fair, they don't learn well. They might be book smart, but they will make the same mistake over and over and over and over again in a social setting. Why does it keep happening? Really? Yeah. Yeah, we don't even know people like that exist until we fucking deal with one. We don't even know they exist until we end up fucking dealing with one. Hell, I was dealing with them my whole fucking life and didn't even realize it. And you could tell me in psychology, this is what a narcissist is. This is what a person with borderline personality disorder is. This is what a person with bipolar is. This is what a person with sociopathy is, right? You can read it in a book. But until you experience it, and you're like, oh my God. Oh my God. Like, I ended up after my car accident back in 2015 with a therapist because I had mild PTSD every time I saw a Jeep in my rear view, because a Jeep had literally ran a stop sign and just T-boned the shit out of me, totaled my car. I had major anxiety every time I saw, like, specifically Jeep Wranglers around my car. I'd get really, really tense. And they had me in like a therapy. And I ended up talking about my mother almost the whole time. My relationship with my mother. And the therapist said to me, I'm going to give you this book. She goes, I don't want to, jump ahead of myself, but I want you to take this book and tell me if it rings the bell. And it was, are you living with someone who has BPD? And the first part of the book was literally a questionnaire. It was like 100 fucking questions. And it was literally like reading my life in a book. I was reading my whole life in a book. And I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. Down to them having a favorite, right? Because people with BPD, they will have their one rock, their anchor, their one consistent person. That's their favorite person. And if anything happens to that favorite person, they go fucking ballistic because that is their anchor. That was my sister. My sister, my mother, that was her anchor. And Valerie was her favorite, right? My sister was her favorite. And we all used to, say it outright to my mom. Like, we always used to say, we're like, we know she's your favorite. She's like, no, I love you all the same. And we're like, no, the fuck you don't. No, you don't. My sister could have got away with fucking murder. Murder. And all I had to do was play with Val's Barbie. And if Val got upset about it, like, my mother threw a fucking fit at me. Like, how dare you upset your sister? You should fucking ask. But if she wanted to play with my Barbies, like, Valerie could touch all of my shit. She can go through my room and wear my clothes. She could steal my fucking, you know what I mean? Like, no wrong. My mother was BPD through the fucking roof. And I didn't even know what I was dealing with until that fucking car accident. And that car accident being back in 2015, that's 8 years ago. I was 29. I didn't know for 30 years. I was taking all kinds of abuse from my mother. I was a scapegoat on top of it. I took all the shit. All the shit. People don't even fucking know. They don't even fucking know until it's out there and someone says, hey, you should probably look this up, or they really sound like this. And then all of a sudden you're on YouTube watching videos about sociopaths, and you're watching interviews with actual sociopaths, and people are asking them what it's like to be a sociopath, what it's like. and how much they're resisting the temptation to lie, because sociopaths will literally pathologically lie on top of lie on top of lie on top of lie on top of lie, and they will literally stack lies for fucking years until maybe one comes out. They will stack lies on lies, and they will gaslight the fuck out of you, and they will make you think you're fucking crazy. Fortunately for myself, I have a really strong mind and a really strong intuition, and I trust my fucking memory. So with my ex counterpart, I knew when he was fucking lying to me, and I knew when he was trying to make me feel crazy. And I knew that if I didn't let him believe that he was right, that I believed him, that he would not stop. So I literally used to let him believe that I believed him, even though I didn't. Not even for 1 minute. And I used to get pissed off that I knew he was lying. I used to get pissed off that he was playing mind games with me. And I was like, why are you with this person? Why are you with this person? And I had that famous conversation with him where I said, I don't deserve this. He's like, yes, you do. I said, no, I don't. No, I don't. And he said, yes, you do, because you choose it every day. And I was like, mind blown. Wow, you're right. Wow, you're fucking right. I choose it every day, don't I? I do deserve it. I was like, you know what? I don't want to be with you no more. Literally. You want to talk about a switch flip? It hit me right then. Because I knew I didn't deserve it. I knew that I was treating him like a fucking god to the best of my ability. You want to talk about a pedestal? I couldn't make it any higher. And he was throwing me crumbs all the way from up there. Just throwing me crumbs down from all the way up there. And I knew I deserved to be up there. I deserved to be up there with him. I didn't deserve the crumbs. And when I realized it was me that was choosing it, switch flipped, and I immediately stopped choosing it. And I left. And that was 1.5 years ago. Damn fucking straight I left. We're on this conversation of twin flames and putting people on pedestals, or whatever the fuck you want to call them. If you have never heard the word twin flame, for the love of God, do not look it up. Just fucking run the other way. Forget you ever met that person. Forget you ever met that person. You will be in the hardest fucking mirror lesson of your life. I was having this download the other day. Just like there's alchemists, like light workers, there's alchemists. Those dark ones, those energy vampires, they're the dark alchemists. They're trying to take the gold that you are, and reverse it back to fucking lead. They're trying to turn you into a fucking sociopath with no fucking feelings like them. He said that to me too. He goes, you know, you're going to be like me one day. You know, you're going to be like me one day. And I looked him dead in his fucking face and said, I will never be like you. Never. Never. My heart is too beautiful. The way I love is too beautiful. And it will absolutely 100% go to the right person one day. And I'm going to listen to my intuition every step of the way. I'm going to pay attention to the red flags every step of the way. I'm going to stick to my guns 100% every step of the way. People want to tell me I'm too picky. No, I'm not too fucking picky. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to get fucking played. Well, Grace, you're straight edge. Everybody does something. Everybody drinks, and if they don't drink, they smoke. And if they don't smoke, they pop pills. And if they don't pop pills, they smoke cigarettes. And if everybody does something. Okay, but I don't. And I can't be the only fucking straight edge in the world. I'll wait. I don't date people who smoke. I don't date people who drink. Not anymore. No, I don't. Hard line. No, I don't. I've been there. Not interested. I'll wait. I'm perfectly fucking content and happy single. Perfectly happy and content. Whatever it is you want, stop trying to draw it out of a stone. Let the stone go and wait for your fucking diamond. Because that rock you're putting on a pedestal ain't gonna become a diamond just because you're putting the stone on a pedestal. It's still just a fucking stone. A stone you could pick up off the street any day. Take the fucking stone off the pedestal. Throw it back into the fucking street. Wait for your diamond. Yeah, it is a tough road. Fuck yeah. 1 year in November. Fuck yeah, la la. Right? Throw a fucking party, right? For real. Don't be surprised if they come back apologizing one day. All right, apology accepted. I'll meet you in another life, maybe. I'll meet you in the next dimension. See, because that's where my soul's going. My soul's elevating to the next dimension. So I'm not actually going to come back to Earth. So when you reincarnate, I'm not going to actually be here. But when you heal and you go through all your lessons and you want to meet me on the other side, that's great. I'll meet you in the next dimension. Pure light, right? Meet you in that dimension. Don't come looking for me here. I won't exist here. I'm elevating, sweets. I'm elevating. Right? I'm fucking elevating. Victory. Shuffling and cutting the deck. Victory. Wish fulfillment. Yeah, I'm gonna live this life as long as I can fucking live it because I know my ass ain't coming back. I already know. I'll see you all in the next dimension. Oh my god. Any other messages? Ooh, we're switching decks. Okay, which deck? Which deck, Spirit? Santa Muerte. And Kipper. All right. What's going on, Spirit? What is going on? Energy just crazy shifted. Who are you? We got child and community. And gift. All right. Spirit's having me still shuffle. Imprisonment. We got change on the bottom and house on top. All right, listen. Whoever's energy this is, you can get the fuck right off my third eye. Because you don't want to see it. But I'm pulling it. Because Spirit needs you to fucking see it. Spirit's bringing a child through. This is not going to be for everybody. This is hella specific. For whoever the fuck just invaded my fucking energy, because that energy is way different. Spirit's bringing a child through. The child is a gift because it's going to release you from whoever it is, because the child's not actually yours. It's not. And whatever this is, the child is going to trap whoever it is in a hella long cycle. We're talking like a Saturn cycle. Like 30 years. So whoever it is, especially if you wanted a child with this person, there's definitely a child coming through, but it might not be you that's pregnant if you're a female. If you're a male, and you tried to get somebody knocked up, you were trying to get somebody knocked up. Or they were trying to get knocked up on you, and you knew it, and you were fucking with them anyway. Or if there's a third party and they're sleeping around, whether you're a female with a dude who's sleeping around and somebody else is coming through pregnant claiming that they're the father, or if you're pregnant by somebody else and your partner doesn't fucking know and you're trying to play it off like it's their child, listen, you're going to end up hella fucking trapped. And the gift is a divine lesson. It's a 30-year sentence. As a 30-year sentence. Pulling out the tarot, seeing some workday. All right. Spirit, please. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Got the Knight of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and the Four of Swords. Yo, it's a nail in the coffin. This third party is definitely coming in hot. Lots of passion or chemistry with the Ace of Wands. But it's going to be the death of whatever life you thought you were going to build. Like if you had hopes and you had dreams and you had this idea that life was going to turn out a certain way, once this child is either conceived or born, that whole life you might as well just trash it. It's gone. This is a nail in the coffin. Yeah, like I want to live in this kind of a house and I want to live in this kind of place and I want to have this kind of car and I want to have this or that, and you're not going to have none of that. Because to be fair, whoever this is, They're serving you poison. Look at the spoon she's holding. It's coming out of that cup, right? And the Page of Cups is supposed to be compassion. It's supposed to be love. It's supposed to be forgiveness. It's supposed to be a lot of beautiful things. And she's scooping out of that cup, and it's a skull, and it's just dripping from it. And it's like poison. Spirit drew me to this fucking deck. And you know it, which is the thing. Whoever it is, this is that I'm specifically fucking reading for right now, because this is like a personal fucking reading. Whoever this is that I'm reading for right now, you fucking know they are spewing nothing but bullshit. That they are spoon feeding you poison. They are telling you what you want to hear, and you're fucking buying it. You are buying it. They're telling you what you want to hear. Because they might have a little bit of money right now. Or they're stashing money right now, but they got plans to get a whole lot more. They got plans to get a whole lot more. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. Now this is a nail in the coffin. This is the divine playing with them like they're fucking pieces and a what are those little like miniature town type shits, like spirits just picking them up like little pieces. Literally, because this bride right here, that's a little man in a sombrero right there, and there's all these little people in the town. She's just doop 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 picking them up and moving them around. That's the divine. Really, and it says bank. And we're talking about all this fucking money, right? Someone's holding a cash bag. Someone's got a treasure chest. And this is the bank. And then right here, what does it say right there? Gifts? Gifts. Literally. Come on, camera. You can do it. Yeah. Gifts. Someone's playing someone else for fucking stupid. The Seven of Swords. Wow. Underneath that Four of Coin is the Page of Swords, which is a notorious fucking spy, right? And we got the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles. And the Seven of Swords. And the Three of Swords. With the child, the son. And there's that Queen of Swords. This is definitely a fucking air sign. Okay? Or someone who has really strong air, whether it's air rising or air moon, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius moon. This is their fucking wish. This is their wish. They wanted a fucking cash cow. And if someone fucked up and made a mistake and put a dumb bitch on a pedestal, like let's just assume for a minute here that your toxic person who you got out of Dodge from, right and left, let's just say they went to somebody else and that somebody else got pregnant or is getting pregnant as we fucking speak with child number 1, child number 2, child number 3, whatever the fuck they're doing. The Seven of Swords inside the coffin, it says hope and reflection. I'm telling you, it's a nail in the coffin. reflecting on hope. This is why I say hope is a bullshit word. You don't put someone on a fucking pedestal and hope that they put you back on one. They either do or they don't. And if they're not fucking reciprocating and they're not putting you on a pedestal and they are not treating you with the same fucking high regard that you're treating them, get the fuck out of Dodge. Because you're going to learn a really hard lesson in hope. Hope is a bullshit, toxic as fuck word. Faith? I will have faith all day. 100%. But if your fingers crossed hoping, and you're giving and you're giving and you're giving to somebody, fingers crossed hoping, a good person will not fuck you over. A healthy person will not bring a child into this fucking world. A healthy person, I don't mean to offend anybody. A healthy person will not bring a child into this world without your agreement, without talking to you and agreeing, yes, we want to have a child together. Because if a child happens on some level, there is codependency that needs to be healed there. There's a neediness that needs to get healed there. Whether you realize it or not. Because if you were in tip-top energetic shape, first off, you wouldn't be dealing with a motherfucker who's breadcrumbing you. Okay. Children don't happen by accident. At the very least, you get an intuitive fucking knowing as it's happening. I had a feeling the day that I got pregnant with my son, I had a fucking feeling. I knew it. I knew that I was going to end up pregnant while I was being intimate with his father. I had a fucking feeling, and I didn't stop. I just kept going. You know what I mean? Like, obviously my son's here. And my quote unquote twin flame divine counterpart. I asked him the same question. Like, didn't you feel it? Didn't you know? Because he wouldn't have a child with me for the life of anything. And I wanted kids with him. But I'm not that type to just go get knocked up on him. We didn't agree. But I asked him, I said, didn't you know? Like, didn't you have a sensing when he was with his baby mama? I said, didn't you have a sensing or a knowing? Like, didn't something tell you that if you went inside of her, like, she was going to get pregnant? I was like, flashback to, like, didn't you have a feeling? And he was like, you know what? Yeah, I did. He's like, yeah, I did. And to be fair, he was hoping for it. The one he put on a pedestal, he didn't want her getting away. He wanted to trap her with him as much as she wanted to trap him with her. He wanted her to get pregnant or he wouldn't have done what he did. He was with me for 5 years in total. He wanted her to get pregnant. He wanted to be with her. Someone who said he never wanted kids. He got her pregnant real quick. Within I know it was within a year. Might have even been within 6 months. Lessons. Those cards. I'll pray for the ignorant. I will pray for the ignorant. Because you bringing in children in this world and you ain't fucking ready. You ain't healed. You're only burdening your children to heal what you have not. And if you haven't healed a whole lot, that's a lot to put on your kid. I didn't realize that when I had my son. Trust me when I tell you I'm working overtime. Because I am healed as fuck now. Healed as fuck now. Working overtime. Dreams. Yo. Dreams are no joke. I don't have dreams often, and when I do, I knew that my ex's baby mama was pregnant before he did. Matter of fact, I'm the one that told him. Because he ended up calling me drunk from Arizona or something. He said he was somewhere for a manager meeting and he was away from her. And he called me up drunk. And that's, telling me he loved me for the first time, fucking hammered. And I think it was just him being fucking scared that she was actually fucking pregnant. Because maybe she knew. Maybe they were going through differences. Who the fuck knows? He never actually told me. But I had a feeling. She was pregnant. And I asked him, I said, is she pregnant? He was like, no. I was like, are you sure? He was like, as far as I know, like, she hasn't said anything. I was like, you might want to have that conversation with her. I already knew the minute I fucking saw her picture. I didn't even know that he was with her yet. There was nothing public or nothing, but I saw her picture. I knew it was her. I knew she was pregnant before she got pregnant. I knew that she was going to get pregnant before she got pregnant. And then I knew when she did. And sure enough, he called me back up and was like, you're right. She was pregnant. I was like, yup. I fucking knew. I fucking knew. And I tried to fucking warn him. Because if you got kids, listen, I got my son. And I love my son. More than anything else in this fucking world. And there is no way that I would ever even mention a dude's fucking name to my son unless I knew it was serious. So much so that I was talking to my flame for 2.5 years before I even mentioned his name to my son. I was talking to my flame for 2.5 years before I ever mentioned his name to my son. And the woman he had a child with already had a few kids. And he had met her kids and fell in love with her kids within a matter of a month. She introduced him right away. Like, yeah, these are my kids. Da, da, da. And I'm just like, to me, like, to each his own. To each his own. But to me, that's red flag number 1. Because sociopathic men, women, we get sociopathic men, psychopathic men, narcissistic men real easy. Men are not as familiar with sociopathic women. They are not as familiar with narcissistic women. It is widely undiscussed. If a woman is introducing you to her fucking kids within months, and she's having unprotected sex with you, and she's moving you in, she's doing whatever, and she's like in, and you got money, and you have a nice job, and you drive a really nice car, and she's getting knocked up on you within a year, I don't know what happened. I was on birth control. You are with a sociopathic female. The thing about sociopaths, they have a hook in everybody. They never actually let go of any of their exes. Unless that ex fucking saw right through them, in which case they will avoid that ex like the fucking plague. I'm really familiar with sociopaths by now. really familiar with them. Pluto and Capricorn, really familiar with them. My mother, BPD, really familiar with them. Any woman who legit cares about her kids is not going to bring in somebody out of the fucking blue. They're just not. And it could feel great and it could flow and there could be perfect whatever there, but there's still going to be, I need to get to fucking know you first before I make that call. So people start jumping in and all this shit, like I'm telling you right now, there is something fucking crooked about it. And a part of your intuition knows it because it's a red flag that goes off. If I'm talking to a dude out there, it's a red flag that's going off. Wow, she's let me meet her children already. Wow, that's kind of soon. But all right. No, not but all right. No, not but all right. There is something not right there. There is something not right there. Yeah. Yeah, well, you know what? I'm finding my old self story. I'm getting right back into my old self. And it's crazy because today at work, right? Usually I'll listen to different readers or stuff like that while I'm at work because, you know, I'm sitting there and I'm grinding on airplanes and helicopter parts all day. That's what I do, right? Fabrication. And I'll have one of my earpods in. And I'll listen to different stuff. I'll even listen to my own self back because God knows I teach myself shit and I have aha moments all the fucking time listening to my own mirror. And I learn things and I see how far I've come. Anyway, I was listening to music today instead. I told myself I didn't want to listen to any more fucking readings for a day. I wanted to give myself a break and just jam out. So I threw on like the best of the late 90s, like early 2000s. And I'm going back to like early Christina Aguilera and Britney Spears and fucking Mandy Moore. Fucking, I'm missing you like candy. Yeah. I was listening to all kinds of shit. Flo Rida, fucking Usher. I was listening to all kinds of shit today, and I'm fucking sitting there like that, just fucking working, just fucking dancing with the fucking parts and my tools and shit. Everybody that walked by had to fucking smile. There was not a single person that walked by that didn't fucking smile today watching me fucking dance in D-Bar. I didn't give a fuck. I danced all day, but it's like going back to like old Grace listening to Destiny's Child, like, say my name, say my name. I'm just sitting there fucking working and shit, tuning back into my old fucking self right before all this crazy shit with people, like, and I got really back into myself, and like even being in the gym, like visualizing my old 115, 120 pound little 5'2" self, like, I'm ready. She's in there. She was dancing all fucking day today. So she's coming back out. Said, y'all gonna watch me go through a major fucking glow up. Major glow up on the fucking channel. You're gonna watch. My arms won't be like this no more. I just jiggled my arms on camera. I totally fucking did. Wow, Grace. No shame. No shame, Saggy. Like this. No shame. We all get to different places in our life, guys. Don't feel bad about wherever the fuck you are. You can decide, flip a switch any fucking moment and decide something completely new. And that's exactly. Yeah. 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 Yeah, I loved it. I loved flashing back into my old self today. It was fucking great. It was great. So, an hour and 20 minutes later, I think I'm going to title this one Flip a Switch. Spirit said flip a switch. So, I have faith that whatever South Node, Pisces, Sag, 12th house shit is going on for you is serving you well to hear this message. All right, that it would serve you in the highest and divine time, however you are meant to receive it, whenever you're meant to receive it. I have nothing but love and support for all of you always. And thank you to everybody who tuned in and dropped a like and who leaves me comments. I love to read them. I love to put my little heart on them. So I love you. And you saw me when I went to the gym. Y'all don't even know. Me and Christina live in the same town. You know, it's crazy. I paid for mine the whole year in advance because I didn't want to see the monthly bill. I didn't want to see the monthly bill. I paid for the whole year in advance. I mean, they gave me a great discount and a month for free. So I got 13 months on it. But yeah, I was like, oh, I don't want a monthly fee. It sucks. Yeah, I fucking love Christina. So anyway, guys, I'm out. I love you. I'll see you next time. All of my Divine Rebel Diamonds, I will see you for July readings shortly. I will have your monthlies up and loaded. I'm going to work on that this weekend. And then the channel, I will probably get to the rest of the July readings for the public on the channel that are, you know, not Divine Rebel members. I will probably have that done the first week of July. All right. But all my members, I'm going to work on July readings for y'all this weekend. All right. Until next time, guys. Bye.